everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be giving you a video editing tutorial suggested by TBRW Cali. She did suggest in one of my videos and I can make that work, so let's go through how to edit a video. So obviously I'm going to be doing it based on Toca Life, but you can screen record whatever you'd like to do and just follow the editing steps as I go. So first of all, you want to go to your place or wherever you're screen recording, and if you're on an Apple device, which I'm doing, you can just scroll down from the top like this, and then you press this recording button. If you don't have it, you do need to go to settings, but you just tap start recording when it will, and then record the clips you want to make. Okay, so once you have recorded all the clips you'll need for your video, you are going to go into your photos, because that is where your video should be stored after you're done recording them. And then you're going to edit them on here, because I find that when you edit and crop them on CapCut directly, it doesn't exactly give you the best quality. So you're going to edit them on photos before we get importing them to CapCut. So this is my first clip, just showing that it's like daytime. I usually do 2 to 3 steps on photos. So first what I do is mute the clip by tapping the speaker button at the top. I just change that to a line over it to show it's muted, just in case if it does need to be muted. If there's talking, then you don't need to do that. Then I usually adjust the clips with this button, because sometimes I wait a little bit before I do the actual thing, since I don't want to cause cutouts or anything. So I'm just going to crop that bit out and just show parts of when showing it's daytime. Then once you've adjusted your clips, I like to go to crop and press the 16:9 button, because that is the button which will actually make your videos adjusted to the YouTube size, so that there's no black borders on the sides. So I'm going to crop it to that. If you're on a phone, you press the phone symbol and you change it to 9:16 instead. But I'm going to be doing 16:9 since this is on a tablet, well, iPad. And then you press done at the bottom and save video, and then there you go, and you'll just do the same for the rest of your clips and then import them to CapCut. Okay, so once you have finished editing all of your clips on photos, what you're going to do is that you're going to open this app called CapCut, which is how I basically assemble all my clips and put text and audio and edit them. And yeah, you're also going to need to get Colourtone if you don't have it already, because we're going to be applying a filter to it to make it look better. And if you're in America, you can also download Wink, which is how you can get your videos to have better quality. But because I live in England, I'm not going to be using that. So you can go ahead, download CapCut in Colourtone and Wink if you can access it. Okay, so now I am in CapCut, and if you don't have a project already which has your intro and stuff, what you're going to do is press this big blue button that says new project, and you're basically just going to import all of the clips of the roleplay you're doing, which for me is the Sephora roleplay. I've showed you the thumbnail on my community post, so that video will be coming out soon. You're going to just press the circle on all of the clips if you want to include them. But if you already have a project, because you already have an intro, which I have, you're just going to open that and you'll press the white plus button on the side to import your clips. Okay, so once all your clips are imported, you can just delete the little black tag at the end of the video that says CapCut, because I just don't like it being at the end. And then what you're going to do is that you'll just press one of the transition buttons, since there's no transition set at the moment. What I like to do is usually use one called mix, which is kind of just a fade between your clips. And then you can just make that however long you want with the line at the bottom. And then what you'll do is you'll scroll up once you come off that, and you'll tap apply to all, so that all your clips have it and you don't need to really waste your time applying onto all your clips. And if you have a watermark, you can just tap the text and make it lasting so that it runs throughout your whole video, and you can crop it out of your So now your first and simple step involving the clips is that we're going to change the volume of all of them, so that when the music is in, they're louder than the music, so that you can hear the talking. So usually I just adjust it to however, so 500, 600 and all of that. And you're going to do that for all of your clips, apart from the ones that like don't have any volume, because they don't have any volume. So before you add in text, and to do that you just tap the clip and then you press volume and you increase it to however loud you want to, and then you can just go on to the next one. And whilst you're changing the volume, you can also use this as an opportunity to change any of the transitions if you want to put different ones for specific clips, which I will be doing but for my later clips. And you can also put any voice effects by again just tapping the clip. You can increase the speed as well and do anything else you want to do with the clips before we do all. Okay, then you're going to open Toca Orni's Berry Avenue thumbnail tutorial, because there are 2 links in her comment area which she uses as an overlay and we're going to use in this video. So when you open the comment section, you'll see there is a white banner link and then there's a white hazy filter link. So if you open both of those, when you open the white hazy filter link and the white banner link, you can go and tap the button over here that shows an arrow pointing to a little base, I think. When you download it, when you tap it, it should download. You can tap more and then you can tap save image, because then it'll be saved to your photos, and you can do the same with the white hazy filter link. And then both of them should appear in your photos when you download them. So what you do is that when you go back into your CapCut and you tap the overlay button on the home page, then you tap add overlay on your project, and then you can import the 2 photos and put them over your video. So the white banner over here, you can size it to be to fit your video, and then you can go import the hazy filter as well, which kind of gives your video a really nice looking kind of filter, and it's just very aesthetic. So it should import this photo. So when you add the hazy filter as an overlay, it should look a bit like this, and then you just size it for your video. I know it doesn't seem like it makes a difference, but you can make it as long as your whole video, and then you'll see the difference it makes. So you just drag the white line on the photo and make it as long as your video, and it will go over the whole video for both of them. Now we are going to go ahead and add text, sound effects before we move on to the audio and songs we're going to use in the video. So you're going to tap the text button at the bottom, you're going to tap add text, and then I've saved my fonts from online into CapCut, but you can use my how to get a aesthetic fonts video and just import it to CapCut instead of Fonto like I showed. So I'm going to just choose one of these fonts, and then you can kind of just type whatever you really want to put on the video. So I'm just going to show the time, which is just going to be 12:30, but you get the gist. You can just type in whatever text you want to put. When you select your text and tap styles, you can also change the color. You can add stroke, which is like those different outline colors, and you can just do that. You can also choose glow or shadow to get that kind of black shadow behind your text as well. Then as normal, you can just drag the text and make it as long as you need it to be over a whole clip. Okay, so now I am going to include a sound effect. So I'm going to need a walking one. So the one I use for the walking, which I use in most of my videos, I just type walking, and then I choose this one that's called walking with asphalt heels. Let me just type it in. That's the one I use because I think it sounds really good wherever it is. Okay, there it is. It's 32 seconds long. It's called The Sound of Walking on Asphalt with Leather Shoes. And then I'll just include that onto the part I need it to be. You can make it shorter, so I'm just going to make it as long as that clip is, so that doesn't keep on going throughout the rest of the video. You can also change the volume, of course, so I'm just going to increase it as well to like 400s, so that it can be visible to able to hear while the music is playing. You can also change how the person's voice sounds. For example, I put this tremble on the mum. So you can just tap the audio clip you want to put it on. You scroll to audio effects, and the free ones you can use tremble to make it sound like how I showed you, or you can use lo-fi to make it sound like a phone call. Okay, Okay, but yeah, those are the main two ones I use. Okay, so once you've inserted all of your sound effects, text and everything you need in your video, you can now get some music. And once you get your music, you go to sounds, you go to this file button over here, and when you tap extract audio from video, you can just tap you tap the video of you screen recording the music, and when you extract it, you can put it in without the thing showing. Once you've imported your sound, it should look like this, saying extracted, and then you crop it so that it just starts with the music, and you make it so that it can go through the whole video. If it doesn't, you can obviously screen record more clips, but you want to make sure it's quieter than the clips that you've made, because those ones are loud, so the music can't go through. So you can add in more songs if it doesn't go through the whole. Once you've added your music that goes over your whole video and everything is complete, you can press export, and you can make the resolution up to 2K because that's the best quality on there for iPads. And then you can tap export and it will go to your photos. Okay, so now that the finished video from CapCut is in our photos, you're gonna open this app called Colourtone, which is how we'll put a really pretty filter on it so that it looks really good. So you'll press the import button at the top, you'll select your video. It can take any video size, so don't worry. Then once it's there, you'll tap it, press edit with the button at the bottom, and then I like to put this one called seashells, and then when you tap it again, you can adjust it if you want it to be less intense or more intense, or you can choose bokeh, but I don't use that one as much. But I am going to be using seashells in this one, and look how much better it makes the video. Once you've tapped the apply button at the top, you can press export as well, and then it'll save your video, and once it's done, the completed version will be in your photos, and you can delete the old version that did not have a filter. Obviously, if you don't want to put a filter, you don't have to, but I just think it makes the video look a lot better. And there we go, all our video is complete. We've got all our editing in and our really nice filter to make it look really nice. Okay everybody, so that's the end of this editing tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and sorry for any potential cutouts at the end of the clips. I did film this in a rush, so yeah. Also, I have been thinking of doing shoutouts at the end of my videos, and so here I am. So on the screen are the 4 shoutouts from comments, or more than 4, I don't know. But yeah, and my next video is most likely going to be an Avatar World speed build, because I have been thinking of doing Avatar World roleplays. So let me know if you would like that. Thanks for watching, bye!